I don't think Dark Ritual is scam winning me this game, but it is early enough where I'm still going to send it, so... Alright, never mind. Look at that. Again, for the trillionth time. 1 minute cards completely deciding the fate of the universe. Get wrecked. Okay, so we're here with Kaito, for real this time. 4 mana, 4 loyalty. The ninjutsu doesn't matter because it's in the command zone. There's only, like, I think 1 card that has commander zone ninjutsu. This is not it. During your turn, it's a 3/4 with hexproof, and its plus gives ninjas +1/+1, and forever. It's an emblem. And you can repeatedly do that. It itself is a ninja, so it can grow itself. Seems alright, I guess. The 0 is a Surveil 2, and then you draw if someone lost life. Obviously, you're trying to poke your opponent some way, or, I don't know, throw a lightning bolt in their face if you had red somehow. Wait, what's the card? Key to the Archive, you know, burn spell out of nowhere. And then you draw a card, yep. And then the -2 is stun something for 2 turns. I'm not very enthralled about the -2. I don't really care too much about the +1. But the 0 is a card draw engine, and you like your 4 and 5 mana planeswalkers to draw cards, so you can keep up with your opponent, right? Or just outpace your opponent if they can't do that. I am running the ninja package, which I don't have a lot of respect for, but maybe it works. Who knows? This cares about ninjas in some way, so let's try to make a bunch of ninjas. Black Market Connections, again, basically every tribal deck has this if it's black, because it makes changelings. Faceless Agent, you know, just ninjas. What's the rat? I got the other rat in here, the 2-mana Nashi. I'm not really enthralled with anything in this text box, but it's a new card, and it's a ninja, so let's just try. If it's big, because of all the emblems, maybe I do get value from it smacking my opponent. I just don't really envision that. I'm not running Cavernous Souls, because... well, I'm just not running it. There's, how many ninjas? 15 ninjas? Yeah, there's 15 ninjas. I guess I can run it if it starts to be an issue. I'm more concerned about this. This is not a ninja when you go to cast it, right? So I don't really care. And a lot of ninjas are alright with coming into play through ninjutsu. So if I can just save myself the awkward colorless card in this deck, I think I should. I already feel like a lot of the ninja stuff here could be better as removal spells, and I'm actually just interested in killing them with... oh, there it goes, I did it again. I'm more interested in killing them with my commander than I am with anything else. So we'll see how it works. If the ninjas are poop, I can replace them all with better things. Alright, like, comment, subscribe, let's send it. Oh, my camera's not on. There we go. Oops. My bad. I guess there was intro with no camera. Alright, there we go. Now I feel better. I feel better about everything ever. Okay, so the ninjas weren't working. They were not working, so I took out all the ninjas. It is a singleton format. You can't run, like, a healthy amount of ninjas. And some of them are really, really bad. So it's just not working. Also, I said I didn't have Cavernous Souls in here, but I did. I made half this deck. From, I think, the last video, I had, like, you saw a bit of this deck, because I thought I could craft Kaito, so I already made some of it, but I forgot I had Cavernous Souls in here. So I took that out for, even, you know, there's less of a reason now to run it. I don't have any ninjas. Now she's still good, though. And I'm just running what you would think Scarab God would run, so more blue-black control, and just expect this to make the distance, right? Just plus a few times, and then just beat your opponent to death with this, while also sometimes drawing cards instead of dealing slightly more damage. Seems ideal. It can kind of change its own power given the situation. Like, oh, my opponent has too many things I can't deal with, let me make this bigger. Right, so I think that's actually kind of cool. And I don't believe I need ninja assistance to do that, so let's try it like this. So, which mana door proc? I guess this one? Okay. I'm alright with that. I'd be kind of surprised if I got my commander in play. Okay, it looks like I actually will get my commander in play. Let's discard the convert for obvious reasons. They could have wash away still. Okay, no wash away. Opponent wants to see what's good, and if I cast my commander and they get theirs, I don't know. Mine's bigger. I don't know. Go for it. Alright, never mind. I would never counter Brainstorm, ever. So, if I cast this and it doesn't work, am I upset? I'm a little upset. I'm a little upset. You know what? Maybe I'm not. It doesn't actually do anything in this matchup, does it? Except, like, die over and over? Yeah, okay. I don't think it actually matters. Now that I'm thinking about it. What am I going to reanimate with it? It's just like a 5/5 that could be very annoying to deal with. So, I don't know. That seems good enough to me. Alright, my opponent did try to kill it. So that's... I mean, they're a card down from that, right? It wasn't just, like, totally free to do that. Also, no Brainstorm Shuffle. Another reason not to counter Brainstorm. I cannot counter this. So, recast this so I can leave up negate Tails in and stuff. Which is better than the tapping out, I think. Although I think some of them are just bots, so it don't really matter. Okay, so this screams a counterspell to defend their thing. Yes! Yes! It worked! No way! No way! Wow, so we actually get to reanimate a Shieldred, which is huge. That's huge. Yeah, Scarab God actually got there. Oh man, this deck is... It's really making me work for it. It's really making me work for it. Okay. Bard class. What? Okay. That was actually a really good draw. I haven't seen a Tidebinder in a very long time. Actually, I don't even know if I've ever seen it. No, I saw one in... What's that? What's that? Reconfigure 04? The reality chip? I think it was reality chip. Last time I saw it. Okay, so this is a 4/4, which means I must take 4 for a while? I don't know. I can see how this game's panning out, actually. I'm starting to get a picture here. Do we respect the counterspell? Okay, that I actually have to counter that. That runs away with the game pretty quickly. Do they not have a land? Okay, they have a land. They don't have a land? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Your turn. Bard class that good, huh? Alright, well, you know, I'll take your word for it. You didn't do anything? Oh my goodness, opponent. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind? Alright. I should not be in a position like this right now. So, play... Please, deck, let me cast my card. This one's just objectively better than Arena, so... Just a little bit more dangerous. What do you have, like a... What is this? Why are we pausing? Oh. Okay. Sure. This follow-up spell has to be really good right now. And it looks like they don't even have one. Yikes. Alright, we'll draw one card once and then probably not do it again. So... This... Okay. That's a really good set of cards. That's a phenomenal set of cards, actually. Cavernous Souls would be a little bad here. They don't look like I have it, though. Every time I don't cast my commander, it's pretty obvious I have interaction. They could just level this up. There's merit in that. And then all preceding spells give you value. You might have to just go that route. You can't let me get a stupid mana drain? Alright, they gave me a ridiculous mana drain. Yeah. Tragic. Yeah. Pretty tragic. None of this even matters. Guess I'll take Crackle of Power so it doesn't out of nowhere kill me. So I can reanimate whatever I want. Can I counter this? I can! I can counter this! Wow, that's devastating. I mean, that's just game. Yeah, now it's just game. Yeah, get wrecked. Get absolutely wrecked. Wow. I just completely manhandled everything they did. Okay, I've played against this person, I think a few times. What's behind door number 1? Surely it isn't a mana dork. Let's play this and pass. Oh, really? Okay. Sure. Oh, God of Souls is kind of meh when it's sitting there not doing anything on its own. I'm not going to play the fetch land as I really want to get a surveil land, and I am absolutely going to be casting Essence Scatter or Power Word this turn. Just makes sense to me. Okay. I can't say I'm terribly concerned about that. So, tap land, pass. Got the sniffles. I'm just gonna cast this, just to take one less damage. I'm not representing anything anyways, so makes sense to me. Alright, Rusko is good, so I'm gonna cast it. And then I can Witness Protection the vampire, so my opponent can't keep up with me. That's right. Selfless Savior this. You fool. Haha. Yes. I don't even need Rusko to live, honestly. My opponent has the 3/4 Dragon manland. Wow, that's deep. I gotta say, that is deep. The biggest of deeps, for sure. Thought seizing one card is ugly, but maybe that's all I can do. Priority Hostage inbound. Selfless Savior's too difficult to comprehend, apparently. Yep. If I plus it, let's see, 3, I can 0. Which means Surveil first, because there's not really much I can possibly leave up mana-wise anyways. Oh, that's good. I think that's a good one. I'm gonna guess that that's a good card, so. They're both good. They're both good. Alright. That turn would have been so much faster if my opponent didn't have Selfless Savior, by the way. And I will complain about that every time it happens for the rest of my life. And you can't stop me. They got an on-curve perfect 2-drop for their 4-mana commander, by the way. If anyone was curious. Alright, so now we're expecting the Scarab God to get there. And sacrifice 3 other creatures. This top deck 2-drop was actually really, really, really good, huh? Yes, it was. I'm still casting this. So the Midnight Clock, I haven't seen Elishnor do anything in, honestly, quite a while. But fortunately, what it does isn't that insane. Like, they just have some 2/2s that become 3/3s. It could be worse. Dig Through Time was probably a really good draw. I'm gonna go ahead and say it probably was. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Liliana's... Oh, geez, this is a really bad set of cards. I do need a land, so I guess I got that at least. That was a miserable set of cards, for sure. Yikes. So, if I swing with Scarab God, do they block it? Probably, right? Honestly, I don't have to. I can just maybe hide behind the Scarab God's activation and just steal creatures out of my opponent's graveyard. Okay. That was another unbelievable draw. I draw a boatload of lands, but I did get River's Rebuke, so all I have to do is not die right now, which is certainly possible. So, block 1, this is... this is 9... Wait a minute, am I still dead? It's 18, right? I'm not dead. It's just 18. Just 18. It's only 18. Alright. Oh, hey, look! That also works really well. Do I cast that, or do I just bounce? I think I'm still... actually, what do I do? What do I do? This for 2, but then this comes back. Alright, I'm gonna River's Rebuke. And I'm going to play tap land. And I'm going to pass. So now the man land kills me in 2 attacks, and I have no answer to it. I don't know if that's better than playing out creatures right now for my opponent. What does this do? Okay, so... Crux of Fate is cheaper than the alternative. I think I'm going to die to that man land. I'm pretty sure that man land is going to kill me. I have no way to stop it. My opponent doesn't know! My opponent didn't know. Sometimes they play Planeswalkers, though. Yep. This is better than leaving up Make Disappear. Is this Growth Spiral? I would rather not see a Growth Spiral right now, honestly. Wait, what? Okay. They're running a Return to Nature, and they left it up for a turn. That's, I don't know how I feel about that, but sure, yeah, I guess it worked out. You got it. It is a Super Friends deck, it looks like, which is not what I want to play against right now, but beggars can't be choosers. There's nothing to reanimate either, unfortunately. So... okay. I think I can still come out of this game. It's certainly possible. Treasure Cruise can catch me back up mana-wise as well. Yeah, we're just gonna leave up our stuff. I wish I had a creature to run into a counterspell with, honestly. Counter that, or do I let that happen? Why did my opponent do this just now? I'm a little confused. Why did my opponent just do this? Okay, I mean, if... yeah, you got it. I'm a little confused about that. Just a little confused. Okay, I feel like Jace is open and clear, so I'm gonna send it. How do you like the Planeswalker's opponent? Haha. Meow, meow. Ooh! Almost missed it. Oh, hey, look. That's pretty cool, huh? Don't you mouse over my plate. What are you doing? Yeah, that's right. You swing at it. Yeah, swing at it and do nothing. I mean, I don't need an ultimate. I just win. Alright. Yep, that makes sense. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Yeah, untapping would... I mean, this game's just... it's just good luck. Oh, hey, look! Yep. I'm not even gonna cast my commander. I'm just gonna surprise Xerath because that's funny. I'm not even gonna surprise block. It's not about that. Staff of Completion, go for it. Bask in the glory of my random 4/4. Sublime Epiphany. I cannot counter that. Okay. That's pretty good here. Yeah, alright. My opponent bounces their Spark Double, too. Yikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay, so we can just do a little peaceful setup here with some random cards. And... is this a legendary itself? It is not. However, I should still do this so I don't take damage. Actually, you know what? I'm not. I'm literally... I have no respect. I have no respect for my opponent's doing right now, so send it. Literally send it. Yep, knock yourself out. Go for it. Maybe they're thinking if they could cast this one, too? Unfortunately, they cannot. Alright, good luck. Shoot. Okay. Oh, hey, wait, I just get Nissa. Oh, wait, no, it's only creatures. It's only creatures. Dang it. Only creatures. I don't see merit in countering this. I don't know why I would counter that, so... Yeah, very powerful Planeswalkers are keeping a minute. I think I'm way ahead, though, still. Yeah, the no Eternal Wanderer part is an issue currently. Can't reanimate Spark Double. I guess I only have this as a choice. And Brainstorm's an interesting one. I don't know if I want to draw here. It's a little sketchy. If I draw, I don't have to make a treasure. Alright, we'll just draw once. I mean, I need to sort of start playing the game in some meaningful way. Oh, wait! Oh, I missed it. I should have brainstormed first. I absolutely should have brainstormed first. That was... Whoops. I mean, that's why you have fetch lands in your deck. Okay, well, I mean, I can still do it. And just surveil away one card now instead of shuffle away two. A little bit of a whoopsie. Alright, I drew a phenomenal card, by the way. I did draw a good card. So we do this, we put that on top, we surveil that away. And then I Thoughtseize this. Bloop. Go to 6. Wait, what? Why are we doing this? Why are we proliferating this enchantment right now? Okay, so it reanimates... Oh, it doesn't matter. It can come from hand. It can come from hand. Wow. Alright, yeah. Well done. So... I suppose random plus, because I have to actually try to kill my opponent with damage eventually. Can they recast it? Can they cast it again? I think they can. 4, 5, 6... No, I think they're one off. Yeah, okay, they're one off. They can flicker the chromatic lantern, but that doesn't really do anything. That doesn't really do anything. So, Spark Double. It's safe to assume my opponent will simply block. This is the one that can't swing. I can double plus, but then it can't kill because they have a blocker. So I guess I have to just stun here. And then I can swing face to draw. How important is the Eternal Wanderer to my opponent? That's the main issue. 2/2s. I don't think it's... I think me drawing cards is way more important than them having this Eternal thing, so... No, and yeah. Alright, so now I can just kill the Wandering Emperor. And I don't see why I wouldn't do that, so I will. They can draw off of Staff of Completion. Oh, I actually forgot I even had that there. I literally forgot that was going to happen. They probably wanted to draw on their own turn. If they're not going to use the mana, it was probably right to draw on their turn, honestly. Alright, so they sort of evened up the life totals. I can let their commander resolve because I have Witness Protection. Yes! Get wrecked. Wow, get wrecked. I've been having some pretty good games. I haven't won them all, but... Well, ordinarily this would be broken, but my commander... opponent, or the card my opponent has in the command zone is not a big deal. At least because they have this in the command zone, it might not matter as much. Okay, it's just literally Like a god tier start. What the heck? Like, what is this? What? It's kind of ridiculous. Well, I mean, I have to, like, play Magic, so... My turn. That was a phenomenal start. Absolutely phenomenal start. I'm gonna counter literally anything, so... Taste it. What? Wow. I mean, call me a pessimist, but, like, on the play Utopia Sprawl, and then turn 3 ramp spell, and then... Or, excuse me, turn 2 ramp spell, and then turn 3 ramp spell. The fact that I won this is kind of insane. This is actually insane. And I'm untapping, and I'm playing a land, I'm copying it, and then I'm copying another fetch land on my opponent's turn. Yeah, that reanimate just completely pulled me back in the game. I mean, again, 1-mana spells, right? The powerhouse of Utopia Sprawl, the powerhouse of this. 1-mana spells are just deciding games before they get to start. Okay, well, we're on the draw again, so let's hope there's no green opener. It looks like there isn't. I feel like I haven't said hello in a while. I don't know why. I like saying hello to people. They are my opponents, after all. Let's run out of fetch land. I have 2 of them. I'd rather not fetch just for Essence Scatter, but it looks like I'm gonna have to do that. Alright, maybe not. Opponent actually didn't cast their commander with the perfect triple lands, so that can only mean one thing. Dark Ritual is not that exciting when my opponent has shown me the stuff that they did. So if I cast this 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm not doing anything else. That outer significance. Yeah, I don't want to get hit by a counterspell twice over, so I'm gonna do nothing. Maybe it's an edict. It could have been an edict. There's a pretty good chance it was, honestly. Now I'll never know. And yep. The last Helglarb opponent, I think, did the same thing. Draw go against the blue-black control deck, and I don't really think you should do this. You need to, like, play the game. It's up to you to play the game. I don't think it's up to me. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Sure. So, probably taking Tasha here. They know I don't have any counters. Oh, I have the Essence Scatter, excuse me. It was hidden under the Kaito text. So, Dark Ritual, Essence Scatter, and Tasha are my picks here. That's funny. Thoughtseize Bug. Ah, dang it. Is this one of those games that's decided by 1-mana cards? Is that what's happening right now? 1-mana cards decide all things? On turn 5? This is the Glarb we had along the way? Yeah, Sultai Glarb control? I mean, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Send it. I am here for it. Alright, Spell Pierce and 2 removal spells, so Kaito doesn't really work that well. Spell Pierce, I can play around Spell Pierce as this game goes on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice Spells Pierce. This still taps me down, but, I mean, okay. They know their next cards. Let us Surveil 2? Wait a minute. Yeah, we're going to Surveil 2. Okay, I don't want those. I don't think I want more lands. I want more things to do with my mana. Although maybe 1 land was fine with River's Rebuke. I don't know. Opponent knows the next card. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot this had Death Touch. So do I swing? Yep. Makes sense to me. Alright, they know about Essence Scatter. And they also, this is the last Brainstorm card there. They didn't shuffle it away. They could have shuffled it, and they did not. Looks like it was enough. Wait a minute, what kind of Glarb deck is this? Where are your payoffs for Glarb? None of these cards have anything to do with Glarb. What's going on right now? What is this? What are you doing? What are you doing? You know about the removal spell on the top of my deck. What is going on? Glarb control? The dream is here? Is that what's... Is that... I mean, or like, what's happening? Okay, removal spell's interesting, but I'm gonna try to fish for a counter spell, I think. Alright, I'm gonna hold the land. I'm just gonna hold it. You got it, opponent. You got it. Looks like it's a land. Oh, it's a land off the top. Of course it is. Why wouldn't Glarb get value, right? With this draw, I can just Surveil 2 and trade. So I will. Alright, yet again, 2 lands. Kaito is really smoothing out my draws. I can also maybe not trade. No, we're trading. Screw you. I just won't recast it. It's no big deal. Alright, well, I've yet to see any reason for them to cast Glarb. I've literally seen a fourth of their deck. And nothing Glarb related. Okay. Nothing in the graveyards. Maybe I just run this out, get rid of Phyrexian Arena. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Maybe it just gets blown up. I don't think it's gonna get blown up, but this has the capacity to scam win, so I'm running out. Alright, do we take the scam win, or do we just keep it... No, we keep a level head here. We keep a level head. We just run the counter spell. Because if this gets blown up in some way, I lose access to it. Just play it smart. They should have Nurturing Peat land on their own turn. And again, there's people just drawing on my instant for no reason. Yep, Glarb for a single land. Glarb Explore. Surely there's actual things that cost more than 4? Like, what is happening right now, actually? Okay. You got it. They found one. Rusko's good. Do I cast this? I want to, but I'm going to leave up the counter spell, unfortunately. Yep, get wrecked. That was certainly a Glarb hand. My opponent just had Glarb, but literally, you know, all the... this. I'm going to go ahead and say it's fine. But who knows? Maybe it isn't. Maybe it isn't. I'd love for them to just cast this. Alright, they did. Nice. Let's set you back to the Stone Ages, shall we? Get wrecked. Yep, and that's how you beat an Arboreal Grazier. Oh, this is the 2-mana. Oh, shoot. Maybe I didn't want to keep this hand. Oh, this is a 2-mana one. Yikes. Alright. A lot of discard spells, for sure. Alright. I'm glad I got to get the Mana Rock out of the way first, so I can run into my... just Windmill Slam this. So... I'm going to not let Tiny Bones play Magic. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, didn't expect that, but that's what happened. So, Mana Drain or Kaito? I mean, how is it not Mana Drain? Like, what do we... Like, what world do we live in? Where are we? Each opponent discards a card. So I should mana drain maybe anything ever? I don't need more black mana. Yeah, just mana drain literally anything. This could be the 2-mana discard too. You may choose a creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. Ooh, sorry opponent. Yikes. Yeah. Not the best one, huh? Tisk tisk. Yeah, that's pretty devastating. A for effort, I say. Oh, look, I drew Wash Away. I'm gonna just do an uptick here. Though Surveilling has a lot of merit. It does have a lot of merit. Maybe I want it to, actually, yeah. Maybe the damage is irrelevant. I should have just zeroed, let's be real. No fighting over that. It's not, doesn't make sense to me. Oh, maybe I wanted to leave it in the graveyard for this treasure cruise. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. All things considered, it could have been categorically worse. I feel like my opponent should have maybe have done something else. I'll get rid of Cruxifade. It obviously doesn't seem like it's doing anything. Alright, I will simply discard 1 card instead of 2. So do I recast my commander? I think I will. And let's crack this now. Get an island? Yeah. And then let's get some actual Veil value going. Both of these are good. Maybe not the Essence Scatter, actually. Maybe not the Essence Scatter. Alright, so they... Is that a hard... Oh, that's a hard cast Grief. Wow. So, what do you take here? I actually don't know. All 4 cards here are completely solid. No, that's not usually a normal outcome. Usually it's, like, pretty obvious. But, no, all 4 of these cards, totally viable options here. It's kind of neat. You don't usually see that. Especially, I don't know their hand, so I'm sure one's better than the other. I don't know what they've got working for him over there. But all of these are fun. Okay, they take the Spark Double. That might have been the one I would have last taken, personally. So that's interesting. Alright, let's see if they let me hit them. Me drawing cards against the Tiny Bones deck is kind of a nightmare. They'd rather me not do that. Disdainful Stroke looking a bit questionable. But I will take the land. And I will pass. So, Grief doesn't one-shot my commander, which is why I didn't, like, stun it or worry about it or plus or anything. Undercity Plunder. Interesting. Interesting. So what's my ideal outcome? They cast their commander, I Archmage's Charm, and then I spot removal Grief? Is that the ideal outcome right now? I think it is. Let's see what they do. It tapped the stupid island. It's fine. It's fine. Tiny Bones sitting in play is not a big deal. That's just a little annoying. They might not even cast it. Okay, they didn't even cast it. Target opponent discards 2 cards if you attack, create a treasure token. Okay, so I will keep the charm, assuming I don't draw anything better. The Siphoner gives me options, but it costs more mana, so I'm just going to pitch that. Alright, that's just going to sit in my hand the whole game, probably. And here comes the Nightmare scenario, where I just draw cards. My opponent really doesn't want me to do that. I don't believe I'm going to... Okay. How do you like it? Alright, it worked out. Worked out. Literally the best idea ever. Rankle is very annoying, so I'm not going to let that exist. It's also my opponent's entire turn. Yeah, I thought so. Yep, it's just hard. When I'm drawing 2 cards a turn, and you can't cleanly answer this, even if you can, I can't actually recast it. I also don't have to play everything I draw at this point, I can keep certain cards in my hand, like this, and it makes Bandit's Talent and the ultimate here, or the ultimate, the 6-mana activation kind of useless, right? Okay, so I like this commander a lot, but unfortunately, I think the Scarab God is maybe slightly better in the exact same 99, right? If I just swap them. Same with Zareth. I actually really like Zareth. I've been meaning to play this again. I don't know if I will next time, but I want to play this again. I really like this commander. It's sort of... Well, wait, I'm about to start talking about the wrong commander again. I keep doing that. We'll stick to Kaito. The fact that it has hexproof is extremely important. If it did not have hexproof, this would not work. Full stop. You're not playing this commander if it didn't have hexproof on your turn. That is an absolute necessity. And because of that, it feels good. Now, the 0 on the turn you play it is fine. It just surveils 2, it doesn't draw. And that is, to me, it's kind of fine. I don't really have a problem with that. I also noticed that Rusko actually pings your opponent, so you don't actually have to hit your opponent. Maybe you could run cards that do that, like the Black Shrine that pings your opponent and stuff, so you always get the trigger. But I think you're more reliant on playing better cards while also, trying to kill your opponent. Actually hitting them with this sort of makes sense. So I have a bunch of removal and stuff. I had a lot of games that were over like turn 1, because that's just where the format is sometimes, especially against green opponents. 1-mana cards are so powerful, it kind of nullifies a lot of things that happen down the road. I had a game where there was a bunch of 1-mana cards that sort of dictated everything on like turn 5, and they were the first cards played. Like, we just draw go until turn 5, and a bunch of 1-mana cards were like the deciding factor of the game. It's like kind of weird how that happens, but 1-mana cards are disgusting, and this is kind of why, you can look at Brawl as a format where you can see why Mana Crypt and stuff would destroy this format. This is one-on-one, obviously. This is not Commander, but it kind of similar overlap. I was about to say overslap. And that's, I don't know. The mana dorks are an ever-increasing issue, it seems. Like, green is starting to pull further and further ahead, I think, is the vibe I'm getting. I've complained about green before, so this isn't anything new. It's just, with each preceding set, everything gets stronger. It's just that green is getting stronger faster. It has access to more cards that are viable as well, right? Like, if there's 15 good blue cards in a set and there's 15 good green cards, maybe 7 of the blue ones could see play, maybe, but like 10 or 12 of the green ones can, just because green is not going to stop doing what it does anyways, which is just cast ramp spells. So if they cast a bunch of ramp spells, like, oh, look at this solid 4-mana card. Well, the green one is probably going to see play because it's in a green deck, but the solid 4-mana blue card, you have to get to 4 mana in your blue deck. So it's like green has access to a just stronger sequence of plays. And that's just going to happen, right? Every format probably has a color bias, right? Vintage almost seems like it's a colorless bias, actually. But Commander was probably a colorless bias until they got rid of Mana Crypt, honestly. There's still Soul Rings in the format. I don't understand why Soul Ring is not gone. That doesn't add up to me, but whatever. But yeah, for this commander specifically, because that's all over the place, it might be better to shave some of these higher-ended cards, or just something like Zerasan's not even that great in the deck, right? I don't even know if I want to run this. Just another cheap spell. Cut down, Dismember, if you have a Dismember, right? It is a mythic, because of course it is in this in Magic Arena, but so you have to really come prepared for a green matchup. I was like 2.5 hours. There was just a lot of green. There was a lot of green. And there's been a lot of green lately. It's not just today. And because of that, you should accommodate your deck to expect that, right? And normally, you should just play generically, solid cards, and you still are. But because the control matchup must always come prepared for what is essentially Utopia Sprawl, Arboreal Grazer openers, you just have to come prepared for that. And the other ones are, Delighted Halfling Llanowar Elves. Those are really good too, but the ones like Utopia Sprawl and Arboreal Grazer are probably, to some degree, stronger than Dark Ritual. Maybe it depends on the matchup, but you just got to come ready for that. So I could probably shave some of these things that cost more than 3 down a bit, right? Honestly, Liliana the Veil isn't even that great. And Edicts in general, like Shieldred's Edict, is a solid card, right? It's not bad, especially early. But in the mid game, you're gonna sometimes wish this was any other kind of Edict, because your opponent could just have like a random token or something. But if they have a Boreal Grazer, this is dead, right? You hope you're hitting a Planeswalker with this at that point. Same with Kami, right? Kami and Utopia Sprawl, you just, well, Utopia Sprawl's not a creature, but Llanowar Elves, trying to Edict that is a nightmare on turn like 6, where they don't need it anymore, and this is your removal, right? You'd rather it hit any of their other creatures. So the green was just a problem today, an exceptional issue, but it's just been happening more and more. But as a commander, I mean, it's alright, I guess. I don't think I can recommend it because there's just strictly better options, in my opinion, like Scarab God, or even Tasha. Tasha's plus isn't exciting, but the -6 is very scary, and it happens pretty quickly, so you could just run Tasha instead, right? But it's a new card, I thought I'd try it, but I don't think I have much to say about it other than it's kind of mid. It's alright. It does the blue-black control thing way better than the ninja thing. The ninja thing didn't work at all. Unfortunately, there's just not enough ninjas. Or at least there's not enough good ninjas. Well, I guess both of those statements are literally true. It's not enough, and the ones that do exist are not good enough. So, you just have to play blue-black control. Therefore, you should just play Tasha or Scarab God. Probably not Rusko, because Rusko will put you in tier 1, and if that's where you want to be, send it, I guess. But I just obviously don't want to do that, so... Let me know what you thought about Kaito. Let me hear your opinions about green in the format. Shout out about Soul Ring and Mana Crypt. We need that. We need that discussion, right? Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.